Are you preparing for GATE 2023 but are still thinking where to start from? Start early with the correct approach and know how. We are coming up with a new session for all the students who are appearing in year 2023. So let me just highlight you some of the key features of this program. So the first one is it's a self-paced course. So you will get direct access to all the sessions by topics curated by our expert mentors. Secondly, it includes diverse live sessions. So I can confidently say that whatever you learn through the self-learning outcomes will be summarized and recapped in the live sessions taken by our mentors. And lastly, the most important key highlight of them all is the syllabus roadmap for your success in GATE 2023. Apart from these, we also have live doubt solving sessions and quizzes and a bonus score boosting session. So geeks, you'll have the advantage of having content round the clock. Every year, lakhs of engineering aspirants go that extra mile to prepare for this tough examination. So register yourself and get started to crack the GATE exam.
Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel Geeks for Geeks. So in today's session we are going to have a guest who have scored all India rank 9 in GATE 2022. So we are going to discuss in detail how he prepared and how he worked on GATE exam to get such a good rank. So let me call our guest Tushar Chaudhary. Uh, Hi Tushar, welcome
Hi.
to Geeks for Geeks. How are you?
Hi. Thanks, Akshi, for the introduction. Thanks.
Okay, so first of all, I want to congratulate you for getting such a good rank in GATE 2022.
Yes, thank you.
So, could you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes. So, hi everyone. I as Sakshi has already introduced pretty nicely that I secured All India rank 9 in GATE 2022 in electrical. Apart from that, my background has been that I was born in Meerut and I spent like last 15 years of my life in Ghaziabad, Vasundhara, and did my schooling from DPS Indrapuram. After that, I moved to IT Delhi for my BTech in electrical, and then I worked with Intel through college placement. I worked with Intel on at the position of graphics hardware engineer. It's a core profile basically for electronics engineers. So along with the job, then I appeared in GATE 2021 first, and through that I got rank 86 that year. Through that I joined Power Grid, but I was actually specifically eyeing out on a particular public sector, that is POSOCO, Power System Operation and Control. So last year it wasn't recruiting, and usually the cutoffs for it go under top 50. So this year I was also there's this UPSC Engineering Services examination for electrical. So I've appeared in its pre-mains and interview stage. Its results are awaited. So that preparation ka hi momentum helped me secure this rank in GATE 2022 because it also demands electrical mid depth and GATE also demands electrical mid depth. So this has been my journey so far. Yes.
Okay, that's right. Okay, Tushar, my first question from you is that when would you thought of giving GATE exam and why GATE exam? Why would you thought of giving GATE exam?
Yeah. So it was my third semester back in IT, and so I performed very poorly in that semester. Matlab, I got a really low SGPA. So that semester, after the end of that semester, I was just thinking like, what do I want to be in life? Where is my life leading to? So around that time, I had made up my mind that okay, I scored low grade. It's because of my own reasons. If I look into the subject matter, it seemed really interesting to me because electrical comprises of the heavy usage of mathematics and physics. So I was like, cool, this is my thing. Maybe see this is something that our professor told us on the first day of our college, that do whatever you want to explore life, but do give electrical its chance to prove it to you if it is meant for you or not. So I just gave electrical its chance, and the next semester I performed really well, 8.8, 8.5. And with time I realized that yes, I want to do something in the technical field. And now there are two three options. One is engineering services, one is public sectors through GATE, and one is going to the top institute for masters in India, which are IIScs, or maybe going abroad. So my idea was that okay, I'll get into the masters, but first let me get on-field experience of what all do we need to learn to be, to be good, to be a good grade electrical engineer. So that's why I chose GATE and engineering services as the path.
Okay, yeah, you made your professor proud because you applied his saying in your life. Okay, so the most important thing students lack, that when did they start their gate preparation? Because this is the main question, has every student in his mind, that when will we start our gate preparation? So as you already told me that you have started your preparation in third year, so can you tell me more that what will be the right time to start the preparation
Yeah.
for
So here,
GATE exam?
yeah, yeah. Here, when when we are 20, 21 year olds, we have very basic doubts like, should I start today? Is today the day when I start my preparation? And
Yeah.
then we try being perfect. That today is the day I've started preparation, so I'll study for 12 hours. Next day I'll study for 12 hours. It doesn't work out that way. Soon after fourth day, you crash. So see, GATE preparation demands a lot of conceptual understanding of the subject. So first start studying the subject in college. And if you ask basic cutthroat competitive exam preparation, that you should start by third year, third year last semester. That is, suppose you are graduating in 2023 June. So you should start your preparation now. The competitive cutthroat preparation. I'm like specifically breaking this down for the college kids. So, abhi, if you are in college, the proper preparation should start from now for GATE 23. And if you are passed out, you should start it as early as possible.
Okay, so I hope this answers will be helpful for our viewers. So the next question for you is that what was your preparation strategy? Like how much time would you have given to complete the whole syllabus, and how much time you have for test series, like all these things?
Yes, so I have had many failed preparation strategies. So I'll rather tell the viewers the strategy that I realized is the consolidated one that definitely works out. So break your preparation into three parts. So three part, one of them being that the basic content, that is the lectures and the notes which you will be following. Second is the previous year questions, and third is the test series. This is all that you have to do. And the second is the third part, that is the previous year questions and the test series. You have to run this in an iterative loop. You have to do the test, then see where I did a mistake, then go to the previous year questions of that topic. You realize, okay, these questions have been asked, then go back to the notes and then go back to the test series, and you just continue this loop. So the preparation strategy is, first sit down, make a list of subjects. There are like 10 to 11 subjects, and create three columns on the paper. That first is basic content, then PYQs, and then test series. Decide who you will be following for the basic content. Anyone will work out, because what I have learned after cracking IIT JEE and after cracking GATE and other exams too, it's all 80 to 90% of it is all your own efforts and your own learnings. The coaching institute will only guide you. So take that guidance from anywhere you feel like, which you are comfortable with. Just get on with the preparation. For previous year questions, solve it from electrical, and there are topics I'm specifically telling you for electrical, and there are topics which are common with electrical syllabus in electronics also. Solve it from there also, because see, the GATE papers are the best source of knowing what kind of questions the teachers or the examiners will make. So try solving them from electrical and electronics, and then go on the test series part. Ruthlessly solve as much test series as you can, and keep on improving upon your mistakes. And fourth point, this preparation takes a toll on your health a lot of times, because we are in the age at which we want things pretty quickly, and when we are not given that, we feel frustrated, and even like kids go into depression. It's very common, and even I have faced that. So remember to reward yourself when you are doing good in test series. Remember that yes, you're doing good. It's important to reward yourself. Taking rest is a part of the preparation. Take timely rest after 15 days, 14 days, and continue it along the way. So this is what I realized is something which should work out if followed.
Okay, okay. That will be a great answer for all the audience, that it is important to manage your time and take rest as well as your preparation. Yeah. So my next question from you is that how do you manage your preparation with job? Because as you already told me that you have joined Intel in 2021, so how have you prepared and score such a good rank while
Yeah.
doing a job?
Yeah, see, the biggest challenge that we face with the job is the time constraint and the mental shift that we have to bring in. The mental shift, as in, at one time I'm working on the GPUs, and then other time I have to solve the questions of machines and control system. These are not very entirely different, at least in my case, but there's a major shift. In one, you are doing coding in Python, and in one, you have to use your own pen and paper and you have to solve down the questions. So if you are doing it along with the job, firstly acknowledge that yes, it will be difficult. You don't have to, you see a problem and you go all, "Ki, oh, how am I going to do this? It's so difficult, it's so difficult." Yes, it is difficult. Second, you will have the biggest constraint is of time. You'll have limited time, so you have to use that wisely. And what do we mean by using it wisely? There are two ways. One is, if you have to prepare one subject, try being very strategic in terms of asking your friends, like, which teacher or which coaching institute or which content should I follow to learn this topic efficiently, like who has covered it comprehensively. Do that. And second, I would say, like, before joining, if uh, the student is about to join a job through 2022 placements, your job would be around October or August joining. Try
Okay.
covering the theory part of the GATE examinations in this time. Try covering as much lectures as you can, as much notes as you can make. Try doing that, and when you start your job, try solving previous year questions and test series daily. Because once you have learned the subject matter and the concepts along with the job, it becomes easy to solve daily one test paper or daily 50 to 70 questions. So do it that way. This is what I realized.
Okay, so guys, you can see by taking the example of Tushar, we can conclude that you can easily prepare with your job. You can easily prepare for GATE exam while doing a job or while doing your college if you do not want to take a drop or anything.
Yeah.
So you can easily do that. It's up to you that how you are managing time. And as Tushar told you, that you have to maintain your time accordingly, like you have to solve papers and all other things. Okay, so my next question from you, as you already told me that mock tests are very important, right? Test series is very important because they help you to practice questions and analyze. So, what is the best way to analyze those mock tests? Because while you are working on a mock test, then you are facing mistakes and you are getting such a low score. Then, how would you analyze the test to get a good score in the next test? So you don't get demotivated.
Okay, so let's start. Suppose, firstly, start giving mock tests. That is how you improve. Get over the fear of failing in the mock test, because what I've realized, the difference between people who are scoring great ranks in the exam versus who are not scoring great ranks in the exam is that जिनकी ranks नहीं आ रही हैं, they are failing for the first time in the final exam. जिनकी ranks आ रही हैं, they have already failed a lot of times before the exams. They have failed a lot of times in the test series. They have failed a lot of times in their personal lives, and they have failed a lot of times
Yeah.
in a lot of places. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Go out there, give the mock test, and see if you are getting 25 out of 100. Accept that, and slowly work on that. So you're talking about how did you analyze the mock test. So pick up a paper, do it, and then mark out the subjects from which you're not able to solve the questions. And for bigger subjects, try marking out the subtopics from the subject. Suppose in machines, I'm not able to solve the questions of DC machines. Suppose in power systems, I'm not able to solve power system stability questions. Mark that out. Now, don't give the next mock test the next day. Mark these areas out and study only these. You don't have to revise all your 11 to 10 subjects all over again before the next mock test. Study only these, like, go through their previous year questions again. And if at all any other help is needed, don't shy out from using YouTube or Geeks for Geek for specifically looking out for that these are my weak topics. Now study them and then go out in the next test without the expectation that in next test there will be questions from this topic only. Just go out and your performance will improve gradually. See, it is like running in the gym. You first start with 2 kilometers. The next day you don't start running 3 kilometers. You improve it gradually, like 2.25, 2.5, 2.75, slowly and slowly. So you have to be patient and you have to be very specific in the analysis of mock tests.
Yeah, that is such a helpful answer because you have to work on your weak topics. You do not have to revise all the syllabus again and again because that will take a lot of time and waste a lot of time, if I'll say correctly. Okay, so somebody in the chat section have asked this question: would you join PSU or continue further studies?
I'll join PSU, as I mentioned that like initially I had already thought that I first need to gain on-field experience. So my idea is that I've joined Power Grid. I'll stay with Power Grid, then switch to POSOCO, Power System Operations, and I'll get more and more experience in this field. So this is my idea. Yes, I am looking forward to join further studies, but it will be more of a after having gained maturity in the on-field engineering aspects of the job. Then I'll be deciding, okay, what is it that I need to grow further up in my career. So based on that, I would choose the further studies option. But definitely,
Okay.
I'll not shy out from studying.
Okay, okay. So I hope this answered your question. My next question from you, that motivation plays an important role while preparing for any competitive exam.
Yeah.
Right. So what keeps you motivating through the year while preparing for the GATE exam? Like, because it requires consistency. You have to prepare daily. So you have to keep yourself motivated daily. So what keeps you motivated while doing that?
Yeah, all right. So I have I look for gratifications very quickly. So like there are 11 subjects. I would say don't look at the exam like I have to complete these entire subjects and then in the day I'll get a rank, I'll celebrate. No, don't do it like this. Do it like, okay, 11 subjects. Let's pick up one subject. Let's prepare its basic content, its previous year questions. Let's give its test series that are available in the market, and then if I'm getting good ranks in this, not the marks, focus on the ranks. If I'm getting good ranks in the test, then I'll celebrate it. Why would I not celebrate if I'm getting a top 15 rank in the subject which I prepared? GATE exam is not the entire exam. It's just you performing above average or really good in individually in all these 11 subjects. When you have performed in all these 11 subjects nicely, so eventually if you are giving a full syllabus test, you will perform there also nicely. So what kept me motivated was breaking down the entire exam into smaller chunks and achieving those chunks and celebrating the victories in those chunks.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's really a great answer because what happens, students take it as a pressure and that's where they lose interest. So you don't have to do that. Just go with the flow and we also celebrate your
Yeah,
success,
it's
little success.
important.
Okay. Okay. So my next question from you is how did you prepare yourself for the interview of PSU? Because you already told me that you got a power grade by GATE 2021. So because PSU interviews, we had heard that that is really a difficult task to clear. So how did you prepare yourself and what was your experience while giving that interview?
Yes, firstly, you have very rightly said that PSU interviews are difficult because I have faced the engineering services interview also and I have faced the power grid interview also. In engineering services interview, there are only four members by the UPSC. But in power grid, there are at least 8 to 9 people I remember who are taking the interview. There's a big table and you're surrounded by people, and there you have to give your interview. So yeah, it is a pretty much a pressure situation. Now coming to the preparation of the PSUs. So see, what they are expecting is that now they don't expect you to solve the numerical questions because they have already tested that in your GATE exam preparation. What they expect from you is that the if you have the basic flavor of the subject, if you have the basic understanding of the subject. So I'll break the interview preparation into three parts. First part is have the basic flair and flavor for the subject, as in if you are studying power systems, you should get a feel of, okay, ACSR conductor hota hai, these are the transmission line, long, medium, short. Study it in with that perspective. Study it with the perspective of maybe if I have to talk about it with someone, I should be able to. Now, second, there are coaching institutes that have the compilations of the previously asked interview questions. Like I remember in my college days, we all used to refer to Geeks for Geeks for the interview questions asked by the IT companies and all those things. So similarly, there are interview compilations available on the internet, available by the coaching institutes, which have subject-wise questions that in this subject, these all questions have been asked. So the beauty, or I could say the unfortunate thing with engineering sector is that what we are studying today, this is something what people have studied back in 2000 or 1995 or 1990s also. So the interview questions when coming to the technical parts are pretty much the same. The static portion is huge, so it's pretty much the same. So just cover your, get a basic insight of the subject, then cover these questions which have been asked previously. 95% chances you will be asked similar onto the similar grounds. And the third preparation aspect would be that whichever PSU you are applying, study about it like a week before. Study about it, know the name of its CMD, know what it does. You should have interest. If someone is, trying to employ you, you should be employable. As in, you should be interested in that. That's why you're applying there. Don't you just go there and you just wash your face and you just enter and you like give me the job. Not like that. Prepare for it. See what their works are. If possible, reach out to people on maybe LinkedIn and talk to people who are working there. Ask them what actual work are you doing on the field. Learn from that, and that is all pretty much that is needed. And have a presence of mind in the interview. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And how was your experience while giving the interview?
Yeah. So my interview went great somehow. So it went on for like 35 to 40 minutes, which is a pretty huge deal. So do you want me to share with you the questions that they asked
No,
roughly
no,
to the?
no, 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 not questions,
Uh,
but just generally. Okay, I'm asking that. Okay, so I just want to ask you that any advice you want to give who are preparing for GATE 2023, because any mistakes that they can avoid or any procedure they can follow, as you already told us in preparation strategy, do you want to tell something like any mistakes they can avoid?
Yeah. So firstly, don't try to achieve perfection in note making. Notes are not something that will clear your GATE exam or help you achieve a great rank. Notes are the prerequisite, and that is all to them. So notes are basically like a qualifying standard that you have to have notes, but don't spend a lot of times just going through notes. People, what people do is that they make the notes, they get terribly exhausted because note making is a part that takes around 6 to 7 months. And then they're like, notes are done, maybe our GATE preparation is done. Not at all. You will get 100, may say 40 marks. You're not going there. So for that, you have to solve the previous year questions. GATE is an exam that demands aptitude, that demands numerical ability. So solve the previous year questions, solve the test series as much as you can. Don't shy out from practice. Notes is just the basic block. So this is one of the learnings which I would suggest to the aspirants. And secondly, it's not difficult. What's difficult is to be consistent. And for consistency,
Yeah,
you have to find your own way. Anything is achievable in this world if you have time and energy. It's just the space, time, energy concepts that applies pretty
yeah.
much everywhere. So just keep on going with the flow and remember to keep yourself happy. So that is pretty much to the exam. Yeah.
Okay, so guys, if you are passionate enough to for something to achieve, then consistency becomes your. You will become consistent, and you will get the goal which you want to achieve. You just want to enjoy the process, because that is also an important thing for preparation. Okay, so let me take some questions from the comment section. Okay, somebody asked that how many attempts had you taken after your graduation to achieve it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So the first time I appeared was it in 2021 when I got 86 rank, and this is the second time I appeared when I got 93.
Okay, and somebody asked that are you aiming for GATE All India Rank 1?
No, 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 no. So I have already mentioned that I appeared in GATE 2022. See, I had already gotten Power Grid, so GATE 2021. That is the best PSU you could get from 2021. But Posoko was not recruiting somehow. That has been pretty an unfortunate of an event. It has been recruiting in 17, 18, 19, 20. It didn't recruit in 21. Now it is recruiting from 22. Its notification came around in September 2021. So I was like, all right, let's give GATE 2022. I'm already in flow with my preparation because I appeared in the engineering services interview. So I was and mains. So I was already in the flow of my preparation. So that's why I appeared in GATE 2022 specifically to get into Posoko, which, as per me and other mostly all the other students in electrical, is the best public sector you could get out there for the electrical domain.
Okay, so how did you feel? How was the exam of GATE 2022?
I
Is it
found
difficult? medium, and or what do you think?
No, so this exam was between easy and moderate this time. So what would make the major difference would be the silly mistakes if you're doing or not. If you can avoid the calculation mistakes, your rank would improve exponentially. But me, like if you ask for my personal opinion on it, I also feel that it is pretty unfair on the part of the students who have prepared very hard, and when the paper comes easy and moderate now, then people who have not prepared बहुत अच्छे से भी at times they also take over. But if you are putting
Yeah.
moderate to hard questions, these questions can only be solved by those who have gone that extra mile every single day. So paper this time was somehow easy and moderate level, but it should have been a bit on moderate and hard side to filter out these students.
Okay, yeah, that's all we can agree, and I can agree that because when there is difficulty, then it will remove chunk of people, and the competition lies between top students who have scored, who have worked very hard. Okay,
Yeah.
so my last question from you is, what are your future plans? Like, are you going to join? Do you want to join POSOCO, or do you want to go for civil engineering services?
Yeah. No, so at present I'm in Power Grid, and I'll be definitely looking forward to switch to POSOCO, because POSOCO is something which I had already at the back of my mind as the place where I'd want to be. And along with that, yes, when I get into engineering services, I'll decide it on the basis of the department that I have been allocated. If I clear the engineering services examination, the results are weighted. So as of now, that's the plan. That yes, I'm looking forward to join POSOCO. I'm in a Power Grid at present, and later on, after working for 2, 3, 3, 4 years, I'll see that which domain do I need a master's degree in, and I'll try doing great in that field. So, yeah.
Okay, so as you scored so much good rank in GATE exam, and also you have cleared engineering
Yeah.
services, do you have in mind to go for civil services? Because what happens when you scored these good marks and all of these things, you think you want to achieve more. So is it the same with you, or do you have no plans for going for civil services?
So my view is pretty much different, though the final outcome might be common. So my view is that it's not about getting success here and then getting success there. Life is pretty much a collection of exposures and experiences. The more you get, the more fulfilling on a spiritual level your life becomes. So like once you have done your BTech from IIT Delhi, people, including my batchmates and including me, yes, some of them do go for MTechs from IITs itself, but I would prefer going to a different place or to a different institution where I would get more exposure. So it's like now I have done pretty good in GATE, and now I might be somewhere looking forward to engineering services, because that will allow me to get experiences in a little different domain. And when I go for my masters further, that will allow me to get a learning experiences and exposure I mean the umbrella is the same but in a different subset. So about civil services I have not thought as of now. My idea is to gain different experiences and exposures in the technical field for now.
Okay, okay. So all the best to Tushar for all your future endeavors, and we wish you the very best for Geeks for Geeks also. And thank you for having such a great talk with us.
Yes, thank you, Sakshi. Thank you for
Okay,
organizing this event and giving me a chance to reach out to the students. Thank you.
okay. Thank you. Okay, so guys, I hope it helped you that how to prepare yourself for GATE 2023, and you will get all the computer science exam preparations material on our Geeks for Geeks website. And if you will go for our GATE Computer Science Geeks for Geeks GATE Computer Science channel, you will get the lectures also from where you can prepare for GATE 2023 very easily. And we are also having scholarship test you can check out on our website every month, which will help you to get a course in which you will get live sessions also. So that would be helpful in your preparation. So thank you guys.